China ZTT Group from Langata, Nairobi. I don't know if it's a school or just a group. Is it a school? When I mention your institution, you stand up. Kambui Girls High School from Githunguri, Kiambu. In the public gallery, we have Cheres Secondary School from Kipkelion, Kericho. And DB Karembuni Primary from Chuka, Igambangombe, Tharaka Nithi. On my behalf and on behalf of the House, we welcome you to Parliament. Yes, member for Chuka, Igambangombe, you requested to welcome your school. Do it in under a minute.
Thank you. Speaker, I take this opportunity to welcome DMB Karebuni Primary School from Chuka Gambangombe to this honorable house. And Speaker, these students come to this house in a very important day in the history of this country when we are seeking to entrench a very important fad, that is CDF in the Constitution, a fad that has seen so many students go through school and a fad that has really helped improve infrastructure in our schools, Mr. Speaker. So they will always remember in their lives that they came to this honorable house on a day that is going to define the history of the education sector of this country with the CDF fad instructed in the Constitution. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Members speak without, we don't want people taking us to court. Yes. Is it possible to just say, is there any member who wants to speak? Yes. Then if we will just dissuade them from speaking. Yeah? So that it doesn't become a court.
Tijungwa is saying he wants to say something for 2 minutes.
That's okay. Then we just say, then others can. Yes. We encourage.
Honorable members, order. Any member who does not have his or her card, you can go to the reception and you'll be facilitated to have your cards for purposes of voting. Any member who may have misplaced or forgotten their cards, go to the reception and you'll be able to get the cards. Yes, Wamboka?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to give you heads up. A while ago in this House, we discussed about our security, the young boys and girls who man our security in this Parliament. You gave your undertaking, Honorable Speaker, which we do not doubt that all of them will be absorbed, Honorable Speaker. I was just giving you heads up that today, in one of the dailies, their positions have been advertised, Honorable Speaker. I just want to give you heads up because we trust your word, Honorable Speaker. You gave commitment to this House, and we've always believed all this commitment you've given us, Honorable Speaker. I was just thanking you in advance that to continue keeping your good word, Honorable Speaker, because these young men and women, they really depend on that work, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Amboka. None of those young people will be prejudiced, so you need not worry. My undertaking remains. Next order.
Order number 8, motion, ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development.
Who is moving? Kimani?
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Hold on, Kimani. Yes, Shinali, what is the point of order?
Honorable Speaker, I'm sitting next to the Honorable Member for Homa Bay. But today he has a gadget on the table. I'm not sure whether we are safe, Honorable Speaker. I want him to disclose what is inside, Honorable Speaker.
Oh, the Honorable Kaluma, to me that looks like a lady's handbag.
Honorable, no. Honorable Speaker, this looks like the handbag for Honorable Ngeleche who was sitting here before. In our culture, we don't touch ladies' bags, so could Honorable Ngeleche come for her bag?
Ngeleche, is that your bag? Order, is that your bag?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. That
The
is my bag.
guidance is that while our lady members are allowed to come in with their bags, you are not supposed to party with them.
Mr. Speaker, I think I misplaced my bag and I don't know where Mr. Kaluma found it. I'm just realizing it right now, Mr. Speaker.
Go and reclaim it. Go and reclaim it. Okay, Kimani? Yes, Millie? Order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Millie?
Mr.
Come back
Speaker,
later.
Mr. Speaker, would have actually waded into that discussion, but today I wish to be a good girl, so I'm not going to wade into that discussion for another reason. Mr. Speaker, I stand under Standing Order 95.3 to alert members that because this is a constitutional bill, you are allowed to debate until every member has spoken. I hope you understand me. So members, it's up to you. You have a choice to speak. That is, I just wanted you to know. So if you want to vote, excuse me, if you want to vote, I just wanted to bring to your attention. Thank you.
Order. Thank you, Kimani. Order, members. Order, members. Ngeleche, take your seat or freeze where you are. Order, members. Order. Order, member for Thika. Freeze if you have no seat. Freeze where you are. Order. Order, members. Let's, members, pay attention. We dispose of orders 8 and 9, and 8 and 9, then we go to the business that you have all turned up in large numbers for. Kimani?
So, Honorable Speaker, I know I'm standing between a very important matter in this House, so I'll take under 2 minutes. So I beg to move that this House adopts the report by the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on the ratification of agreement for establishment of the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development, laid on the report of the House on Tuesday, the 24th of June, 2025. And I've just 3 points to make, Honorable Speaker. The Republic of Kenya, in a bid to access financing that is not expensive, is looking to establishment of banks and become a shareholder and a member of those banks. If you remember, before the end of last session, Honorable Speaker, we did ratify in this House the establishment of Africa Trade Corporation, where Kenya became a member and a shareholder. Now, Kenya has identified another very important stakeholder bank called the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development. So I beg to move, Honorable Speaker, as per the order paper, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that this House adopts the report on the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on the consideration of the ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, laid on the report of the House on Tuesday, 24th of June, 2025, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 8.4 of the Treaty, making the Ratification Act, Cap 4D, and that this House approves the ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So, Honorable Speaker, as I was discussing this matter, we did ratify in this House for the establishment of and membership of Kenya into the African Trade Corporation Bank. Now, Kenya has identified another very key stakeholder, which is the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. We will be among 5 countries in Africa, which among them will be Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Nigeria, and Senegal, to become members and shareholders of this bank. So this means, Honorable Speaker, as shareholders and members of this bank now will have access to cheaper credit, Honorable Speaker, so that we don't crowd out the domestic borrowing that our government does, whether we need to finance projects in this country, Honorable Speaker. But most important, Honorable Speaker, this ERB bank has identified Kenya as a headquarter of choice for Africa. which means, Honorable Speaker, that Kenya continues to spearhead to become the headquarters of global institutions, now including East Africa Development Bank, where now they'll come and establish here and expand to the rest of the country. With that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and request my able member for Kesesa, a member of the committee, CPA Ruto, to second.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I stand to second this motion on ratification of Kenya being a member of the European Reconstruction Bank. And for this purpose, this is a huge step in positioning our country, Kenya, to access strategic partners in terms of development and grow the economy of our country as we seek to advance our goals in the development. Thank you so much. I second the motion. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Order, members. Majority Leader, will you disband your Kamkunji? Order, members on their feet, take your seats. Member for Larry, take your seat. Honorable members, I now propose the question at order number 8, which is that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on its consideration of the ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 24th June 2025, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 8(4) of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act, Cap 4D, approves the ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. I put the question? I'll now put the question at order number 8, which is that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning on its consideration of the ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 24th June 2025, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 8(4) of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act, Cap 4D, approves the ratification of the agreement establishing the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the counter opinion say nay? No. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9.
Yes, Gisairo, what is the point of order?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and sorry for interrupting. Honorable Speaker, I was rising because last week we did pass a supplementary budget 3, where we had inputted 12 billion, which was the balance of the Ng-Cdf for financial year 24-25. Honorable Speaker, I would like to inform the House that as at yesterday, the time they had promised that our disbursement was going to be done to the board, nothing is forthcoming. Honorable Speaker, after today we are going on recess, and on average, each constituency will be short of approximately 39 million. Honorable Speaker, would like you to ask the leadership of this House to contact the Treasury Mandarins and to give a response before the end of the session today, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The Mandarins, whoever they are, have heard you. Order number 9. Leader of majority, call it out.
Order number 9, motion, approval of nominees for appointment to the Board of Trustees for the Post-Service Medical Scheme for members of Parliament.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that pursuant to the resolution of the Parliamentary Service Commission during its 23rd June 2025 meeting with respect to the trust deed and rules for post-service medical scheme for members, this House appoints the following members of Parliament to the Board of Trustees for the post-service medical scheme for members of Parliament. 1, the Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, CBS MP. 2, the Honorable Mary Emase Otucho, MP. And 3, the Honorable T.J. Kajwang, MP. Honorable Speaker, as I've said and as was approved in the House Business Committee this morning, these trustees that we appointed there to represent us in the post-service medical scheme, Honorable Speaker. And just for information, Honorable Speaker, I am informed that a total of 302 members of Parliament, including 47 senators, have already registered for this post-service medical scheme, and to ask those of us who are here to register to please do so, because the approval of these trustees will now actualize the actual implementation of what we agreed on this scheme, and to be able to have monies that we will contribute from the end of this month. Your pay slips this month will have a small cut to contribute to that post-service medical scheme, but it is for the best interest of members of Parliament, post-service. And Honorable Speaker, this is a very good thing. The members that have been appointed, Honorable Speaker, are members who are very knowledgeable and skilled administrators. Others are lawyers, like Honorable T.J. Kajwang. Honorable Emase is a finance person, and therefore she will be instrumental in guiding the Commission together with all the other trustees, Honorable Speaker. A total of 10 trustees are there. And Honorable Speaker, the National Assembly is contributing 3 members. The Senate will contribute 2 senators. We will have representation of 2 former members of Parliament, the chair of the Commission, and the clerks of both houses as trustees of this board, Honorable Speaker. And this, Honorable Speaker, is in line with the RBA regulations and our own statutes, and therefore we'll be able to operationalize this post-medical service scheme. With that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and request the Leader of Minority, the Honorable Junet Mohammed, to second.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Honorable members, I'll propose the question, which is that pursuant to the resolutions of the Parliamentary Service Commission of 23rd June 2025 with respect to the trust deed and rules for the post-service medical scheme for members of Parliament, this House appoints the following members of Parliament to the Board of Trustees for the post-service medical scheme for members of Parliament. The Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, CBS MP, the Honorable Mary Emase Otucho MP, and the Honorable T.J. Kajwang MP. Do I put the question? Yes. Honorable members, as I put the question, I want to advise you. Those of order, member for Kisumu Town East, you're out of order to be talking on phone while in the House. Please don't. You're a senior. Honorable members, those of you who have not registered, please do. Order. You cannot be on your feet when the speaker is on his feet. Can you walk out? You are out of order. Honorable members, those who have not registered, I give you free advice. Register. Order, members. You may be well resourced now. If you want to know how fragile resources can be in a human life, go and read the book of Job in the Bible. And read it properly, the whole of it. It will tell you and demonstrate to you how fragile wealth can be. You can be a billionaire today and be a pauper tomorrow. And this scheme will help you at your most lowest moment in your lives. And not just for you and your wife, for you and your husband, and your dependents who are of age described in the scheme. Honorable members, I now put the question at order number 9, which is that pursuant to the resolution of the Parliamentary Service Commission of 23rd June 2025 with respect to the trust deed and rules of the post-service medical scheme for members of Parliament, this House appoints the following members of Parliament to the Board of Trustees for the post-service medical scheme for members of Parliament. Number 1, the Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, CBS MP. Number 2, the Honorable Mary Emase Otucho MP. Number 3, the Honorable TJ Kajwang MP. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Now to order number 10.
Order number 10, the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, second reading, resumption of debate interrupted on Thursday, 26 June 2025. Mover to reply and voting.
For avoidance of doubt, members, I had said we'll call the mover to reply, but is there any member who still wants to contribute to this bill? I repeat, is there any member who wants to contribute? Mover.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in accordance with Standing Order 82.3, I will donate my 2 minutes only to the Leader of Majority. Only.
Leader of Majority, the donation is 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And since I had not contributed to this debate, I just want to register my support for this bill, Honorable Speaker, and also assert, as was said by many members, that Ng-Cdf is the most impactful fund that this country has ever had in the history of our independence, Honorable Speaker. True, Honorable Speaker, is just to say that Ng-Cdf is not in competition at all with our devolved funds and our county governments. Honorable Speaker, if anything, Ng-Cdf supplements what the national government is doing and also what our county governments are doing in offering services and service to the people that all elect us. And with those few remarks, Honorable Speaker, I wish to support, Honorable Speaker, and also support the national government affirmative action. Honorable Speaker, I think when we refer to Ng-Cdf, we incorporate the national government affirmative fund as part of Ng-Cdf, because as affirmative as it is, Honorable Speaker, it also serves in very good interventions on social programs that would otherwise not be under any program under the national government and even under the county governments, Honorable Speaker. And I commend our women leaders, especially our women reps, for the great work that they are doing across all our counties. In fact, Honorable Speaker, these women reps do much more than those who have more resources are doing in counties, Honorable Speaker. And I commend them, all of them, and I beg to support, Honorable Speaker.
Otienda Molo.
The Leader of Minority wants 1 minute. I'll donate.
Donate 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, I stand also to support this constitutional bill. But Mr. Speaker, I want to speak to the Senate, our colleagues, Mr. Speaker, and request them to support this bill. Because, Mr. Speaker, this bill is not about members of Parliament. It is about Kenyans, Mr. Speaker. Because any money that is devolved benefits the Kenyan people, Mr. Speaker. And as you are aware, the senators are already enjoying the Senate Oversight Fund. Every senator is getting 1.5 million shillings, or is it 1 million, every month, Mr. Speaker, per constituency. So, Mr. Speaker, why we are doing this is to help Kenyans, not to help ourselves. Member of Parliament does not benefit in any way from the national government CDF, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, with those few remarks, I want to urge the Senate to support this bill, just like the way they support counties, because every cent that is devolved benefits the people of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, I support.
Give the mic to Otienda Molo.
Mr. Speaker, since the introduction of this bill on 12th March this year, we have had discussions in the last 4 months. Indeed, even the pre-publication stage, we had discussions. During public participation, we've had discussions. Since moving the bill, Mr. Speaker, there's been overwhelming support from the members. And it's important, Mr. Speaker, that the members have been able to explain that this bill is in consonance with constitutional principles, especially the distinction between devolution and decentralization. The members have been able to disabuse those who think that these monies are in competition with devolution, because we've been able to explain that this is extracted from the national government share of revenue. Mr. Speaker, the members have been able to outline the limited and peripheral role that members of parliament play. Members here have been able to extol the virtues of the fund and adumbrated very clearly the benefits to the citizens. And that in fighting these funds, the three funds, you are not fighting members of the National Assembly. You are fighting the citizens of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, it is important to observe, as has been observed, that it's in keeping with the reduction of imperial powers of the executive that we ended up with these kinds of funds. And anyone who is opposing really wants to take us back to that period. Mr. Speaker, it is also very important to understand that we sought to constitutionalize these funds, not because it was absolutely necessary, but because we are tired of unnecessary litigation. It is also important to understand that we chose to go the parliamentary route, not because we could not go the popular route, but because the popular route is expensive to the people and not required by the Constitution. But if those other people think that you can curtail this because you are fighting the National Assembly, then we can still go the popular initiative route and we will still achieve it. Because through public participation by over 230 entities and individuals, 98.5% supported this. We are quite sure that if we took this to a referendum, we will still get the same threshold. And anyone who therefore thinks that they can curtail this process, know you are fighting the people. Mr. Speaker, I beg to reply. Thank you.
Thank you. Members on their feet, take your seats. Johanna Ngeno. Johanna Ngeno. Take your seats. Then freeze where you are. Honorable members, this question that I'm putting does not require your immediate vote. I now put the question at order number 10, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025 be now read a second time. I have been advised that we have the requisite numbers to vote. I now order that the division bell be rung for 5 minutes. As the division bell rings, the whips should be on your feet to ensure that none of your members who may be absent-minded loitering out there are called in to join in this vote. Now ring the bell for 5 minutes. Yes. How are you, bro? Good.
Well, that quorum bell on your end signifies the division on the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2025, where the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Wetangula, has directed that the division bell be rung for 5 minutes to allow members of Parliament who are still within the presence of Parliament to make their way back into the chamber this afternoon for the House to commence the vote on the Constitutional Amendment Bill of 2025. And this is a bill that is seeking to amend the Constitution. And among the amendments is that there be establishment of the National Government Constituencies Development Fund into the Constitution. And this is for the purposes of ensuring the provision of exclusive national government functions in each constituency. According to the bill, the National Government Constitutional Fund, this being the National Government Constituencies Fund, shall be a national government fund consisting of monies appropriated from the national government's share of revenue as divided by the Annual Division of Revenue Act enacted pursuant to Article 218 of the Constitution, and the money is allocated under this article shall be considered as funds allocated to constituencies to the provisions as an Act of Parliament. The bill seeks to entrench a number of funds into the Constitution. Among them is Ng-Cdf, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, and the Senate Oversight Fund into the Constitution. During the debate on the bill that has just concluded this afternoon, after the mover of the bill, Honorable Tiende Amolo, was called upon to reply, members say that the enactment of the Ng-Cdf, NGCDF, and the Senate Oversight Fund into the Constitution will end the unnecessary litigation on the legality of the fund. The bill has a number of objectives. Among them is the establishment of the National Government Constituencies Fund into the Constitution to ensure reasonable access to exclusive national government functions in all the constituencies as envisaged in Article 6, subsection 3 of the Constitution, and ensure the participation of the people in the identification and multiplication as well as prioritization of the national government programs. The mover of the bill, just a few minutes, has just said that any person seeking to oppose this bill, the House will equally get the same response if it were to adopt.
Ringing the bell. I hope every member is in the House. Honorable members, I now order the doors to be locked and the bars to be drawn. Order, members, take your seats. Karemba, you are the one holding the illegal Kamkunji. Take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. Members, take your seats. The member with a tarabush, take your seat, Betsimba. I believe that is the correct name of what you are wearing on your head. It's called a tarabush, right? Tarabush. Yes. Members, you remember during your induction, you are told when you are voting, you remain in your seats and you maintain studious silence, and more so when you are voting on a constitutional matter. I expect all of us to observe the etiquette we set for ourselves in our standing orders. Kawanjiku, what is your crisis? Very good. Members, for avoidance of doubt, I'll now remind you of the question, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, be read a second time. Members, now, I give you 120 seconds to log in, and don't vote. You'll just log in and wait. Okay, log in. Don't vote yet. Just log in and be patient. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, members. Although it does appear overwhelming, but procedurally, I should still have tellers for yes and for possible no. So, whips, can you give me one teller each? Wamumbi, be a teller, but since you are voting electronically, remain where you are to vote. Millie, who is your teller? Mawade, take your seat. You are a teller. Remain in your seat and vote. But for the record, you are the two tellers. Don't vote yet. I'll tell you how many you are first. It has no expiry period. Just hold it. Honorable members, I want everybody to be at the same level. If you have any challenge with your card, we have ICT teams around. In the event, order Wanjala, order, in the event that your card and your gadget malfunctions, order, in case your gadget malfunctions, those with profane minds are already laughing. I'm not talking of your gadgets. I'm talking of parliamentary gadgets. In case your gadget malfunctions, you will come and record here. We have, honorable members, we have present 286 members. In addition to those, we have the 4 members who are indisposed, who will also be allowed to vote. Okay, so once more, be ready now.
It has gone off.
Kwame, what is your problem? If your gadget is malfunctioning, sit. I'll call you to come and vote.
It has malfunctioned. Time.
Tiambati. Just hold your horses. Just hold your horses. Okay. You can start voting now. Order, as I say start voting, I see some members holding their cards in the air. I said you vote in silence. And Wanjala, I said when you are voting, you remain in your seat. Go to your seat. Why is it counting backwards again? There are members who are changing their mind. Members voting electronically is now over. I will now deal with virtual voters first, then there will be assisted voters. Yes. Yes, okay. Yes. Honorable members, Alice and Murembo, you are assisted voters. Let's finish with the virtual voters. Take your seats first. Have they locked in the... Yes. They are all ready. Order, members, order, all members who are assisted voters, member for Thika, member for Bahati, Wanjala, you are also analog. So you can come to the table and be recorded. The rest of members remain in your seats. The only other members I will tolerate to come here is Wamumbi and Mawadhe as the tellers. Order, members, order. The number of members flocking here as assisted voters far exceed the tally that I expect. Where is Wamumbi and Mawathe? You assist the clerks to verify. I'll give you 10 minutes to do that. The rest of the members remain in your seats. Tiambati, I give you 10 minutes for this. Honorable members, from my records, the assisted voters should not be more than 9. Yes. The assisted voters should not be more than 9. You are 286. 277 have voted electronically. Yes. And probably there are some of you who voted, but you don't know that you voted. Anyway, they will edit you out of the list. Yeah? Yes. Are you getting some who already voted? You didn't vote. So queue here and vote. You'll vote here as an assistant voter. And for the assisted voters, once you have been assisted, you go and take your seat. You see, what you do, just record them, the names that are voting yes. You'll edit out those who are voting twice. Since nobody voted no. Many more. Robert, let's stand here and do a hand count from this side. Wamumbi, start with this side. just take just record. Order, members. Member for Moyale, take your seat. Parashina, take your seat. Member talking to majority leader, take your seat. Okay. Rose Museo. And then the virtual ones. You're supposed to be on your seat. Yes. Yes. From the head count, you are about 321.
From the current present, wale ambao wamekuja hapa, on this side was 9, on this side was 10, so we are still 86 and they voted yes. So,
but I have asked your member to count for me. He says this side is gotten 166 and Robert Mbui this side got 155.
okay, let's do again. So that.
Honorable members, honorable member, order. Honorable members, obviously, order member for Malindi, take your seat. We'll stop to take the virtual vote as soon as they log in. Have you assisted them? Yes. Yes.
I wait
Eh?
here.
Honorable Kirwa. Do we ask him? Honorable Kirwa, how do you vote, yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Next. We wish you a quick recovery. Next member. Next is Samal on the, put him on the screen.
Would it be a good idea for Mumbi and Bui to count again? Would it be a good idea?
That is Honorable Lawyer. Is that lawyer? Honorable Lawyer, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Thank you. We wish you quick recovery. Next. Order, we have no information about Koimburi. Stop bringing his name here. Honorable Samal, how do you vote? Honorable Samal, you voted yes. Thank you. Wish you quick recovery. The last one. I'm told Honorable Wambilianga cannot be reached. She's not logged in, so she's a lost vote. Who? Koimburi made no request to Mr. Speaker on how he wishes to vote. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, members. Honorable members, I believe that the number we have and the numbers present may not be tallying properly. You are many more than I think I'm getting. I want to ask the two whips. Osoro, stand here and count everybody on this side for me. Millie, stand here and count everybody on this side for me. And everybody remain in your seat. This is a constitutional moment for you, and we want to have the numbers properly recorded.
From the machine, they have registered 286. But those who voted are 277. Electronically. Yes. Yeah, it's still here, yes.
Order, let him do kila shetani na mbuyu wake.
Somebody else has to pick it. So, yes, nataka mtu mmoja akimaliza arudishe.
Order. Mwango, take your seat. Yes. Honorable members, we've now properly verified the numbers. Members who voted electronically, 277. Members who voted virtually, on a special request and acceptance by the Speaker, order member for nominated member. How many times do you members want to be told that when we are in a voting situation, everybody remains seated? You remain in your seats and learn from your leaders. You know, Jomo Kenyatta's book, Facing Mount Kenya, says, animals in the wild, small animals watch the behavior of the giraffe. And for this purpose, the giraffe are your leaders. The Junet has not left, Ichunga has not left, Osoro left, and merely because of my instructions. Watch them, they are your giraffes. Go and read Facing Mount Kenya. It is not the other Mount Kenya. It's Mount Kenya as seen by Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. So, honorable members, electronic votes were 277, virtual votes were 3, and the rest were assisted voters who were about 11, I think. So we are more than what the machines had recorded. We are 301 present and voting, and 3 of our colleagues who are indisposed voting virtually. I now give you the results of the vote. Honorable members, the results of the vote are as follows. The ayes, 304. The nays, 0. Abstentions, 0. I now order the bars to be... Pardon? Yeah? Oh, okay, okay. Read. Hold the bar, hold the bar. Of
A bill
course,
for an act. So,
the ayes have it, right? Let me repeat for the record. Number of voters, 304. Present and voting, 301. Voting virtually, 3. So total votes, 304. The ayes, 304. Nays, nil. Abstentions, nil. So the ayes have it.
a bill for an act of parliament to amend the Constitution of Kenya.
Now open the bar and open the doors. This is the 21. So you need to announce it. Honorable members, that is not the end of the vote. You will still have to vote in the committee in the third reading. So, honorable members, will you now be upstanding?
Order number 11, Committee of the Whole House.
Deputy Speaker.
Honorable members, this is the Committee of the Whole House to consider the Constitution of the Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025.
Clause 2.
Honorable members, I propose the question that Clause 2 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I now put the question that Clause 2 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be part of the bill. I now put the question that the title be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
I now propose the question that Clause 1 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, and its approval thereof without amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, and its approval thereof without amendments. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Mover, Chairperson.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, and approved the same without amendments. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request the Honorable George Murugara to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I beg to second.
Thank you. Order. Order, members. Take your seats. Lekuton, take your seat. Some members just enjoy running across the floor, even if you take them to take the nearest seat. Shinali, take the nearest seat. Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. This is a noise vote. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover. Hold on, mover. Take your seat.
Order number 12, the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, third reading.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, be now read a third time, and I also request the Honorable George Murugara to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to second.
Members on their feet, take the nearest seats. Muliongi. Take the seats, honorable members. Honorable members, Kipepeo, take your seat. Honorable Soro, freeze then. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, be now read a third time. I now put the question, honorable members, and you don't have to vote. I now put the question, and I confirm that we have an overwhelming quorum today, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025 be now read a third time. Sergeant, ring the bell for 5 minutes.
The division bell is once again on ring mode as the constitutional amendment bill of the year 2025, this being bill number 4, is now on the third reading, with the speaker directing that the quorum bell be rung for 5 minutes for members who had perhaps stepped out of the chamber to come back for the House to vote on the bill again. At this particular juncture of this bill, being stage number 3, the House will be voting again like they did at the second reading, with the threshold being 233 members. The bill has already passed at the second stage of the bill, being an overwhelming vote for the bill. The total number of members who have voted for the bill is 304, who have voted to entrench Ng-Cdf, Senate's Oversight Fund, and Ng-Cdf into the Constitution. Again, it's the 233, which is the required threshold, thereby surpassing that number. Upon the lapse of the 5 minutes directed by the Speaker, the sergeant at arms will be directed to draw the bars and close the doors for the House to vote for the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill at the third reading. Again, our dear viewers, the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill is a bill that is seeking to entrench Ng-Cdf, Senate Oversight Fund, and the National Government Affirmative Action Fund into the Constitution. According to the movers of the bill, this bill being sponsored by 2 members, the member for Arieda, Honorable Paul Otiende Amolo, and Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, the bill will be seeking to ensure that there is reasonable access to exclusive national government functions in all the constituencies as envisaged in Article 6, subsection 3 of the Constitution, and ensure that there is participation of the people in matters identification and implementation of priority of national government programs. Allow me to hand over back to the chamber.
And members, you are already logged in, so this time round, don't disengage your cards, leave them where they are. Members who recessed to the rear, the 5 minutes are over. I now order the doors to be closed, to be locked. Lock the doors. Draw the bars. Members, get to your seats. Go to your seats. Now, in the interest of time, members whose gadgets malfunctioned, we don't have to wait to start calling you. You can, as we go into the vote, you can start streaming to the table to record your vote. Members ready? Clerk, are you ready? Yeah? Don't log out. You are already logged in. If you haven't ensured that your machines are working, your gadgets. Don't vote until I tell you to. I'm waiting for you. Battery. Since there's no contention, whether we'll see the attendance here and we'll see people voting. Yes. Can we tell them to vote now? Yes. You can now vote. The clerk say, hold on a little. Clerks, be efficient. Ready? Yes. So you hold. I'm told the clock is still ticking. I already put the question. Kajwang. Order, Elisha. You are an assisted voter? Then that does not include chatting away and laughing. You just queue here and wait to vote. Ready? Continue voting, those who have their gadgets working.
Is it necessary when a Parliament for the tellers to come and announce?
No. Just be here to assist.
Huh?
Assist the... Assisted voters. There was Mrembo, there was Nganga. Or now your machine has worked. The end of electronic voting. Assisted voters. Wanjala, you have been assisted? Well done. Taitum, you are also an assisted voter.
Yeah, the gadget is not working. What am I going to do?
Mary, hata wewe ni assistant.
But my machine is not going off.
Yes. Has Honorable Rose Museo been assisted to vote? Yes, okay. Now go to the virtual voters. Honorable Kirwa, how do you vote? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Kirwa. Get Honorable Samal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or was it Siloya first?
Yes.
Honorable Siloya, how do you vote? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Get Honorable Samal. Honorable Samal, how do you vote? Yes or no? How do you vote?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Is Wambilianga available now?
Yes.
Thank you. You can discharge Honorable Samal from the screen.
Yes.
And this lawyer.
Yes.
We lose some members.
Yes.
So in present voting is 283. Electronic is 283.
283.
Virtual 3.
Virtual 3.
And
That is
assisted voters.
that is 286. Plus 12 assisted. Kuja hii na kuja hii.
298. It's 298.
298.
298.
Order, honorable members. Order. Nyamita, take your seat. Honorable members, the results of the division are as follows. Number of members present and voting is 295. 295. Electronic voters 283. Assisted voters 12. Virtual voters 3. Total 298. So the results of the division is as follows. Ayes 298. Nays 0. Abstentions 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the constitution of Kenya.
Now you can open the doors and close the doors. Next order.
Order number 13, motion consideration of the performance audit report on the provision of services.
Order. We'll go back to statements, clerk. We left, go back to order. Call out the order on statements.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Do you think we'll have any? Members who had requests for statements. Where's my order paper? Baba, habari. Order. Beatrice Elachi. We are back to order number 7. The following members had requested to request for statements: Elachi, member for Isiolo. Elachi, go ahead. Give Elachi the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to request